Greetings. Our group will present our emergency dispatch system, a simulation program designed to efficiently manage fire, medical, and police emergency responses across the city. Ang main goal ng system namin ay to dispatch the nearest available emergency unit to incoming emergency, compute optimal routes, at syempre generate live summaries, all without using Java.util collections. Instead, nagre-rely kami sa custom binary search trees, maps, and graph
Ito
implementation.
yung overview ng DSA, yung mga data structures na ginamit namin sa project. So, una sa lahat, gumamit kami ng BST para sa emergency, kung ano yung severity ng emergency. At most, meron siyang 2 childs. So, yung nasa left child, ayun yung pinaka-severe. At yung nasa right child, yung less severe. So, parang may comparison na nangyari. Tapos, nililipat lang kung sa left child yung pinaka-severe. Parang siyang queue. So, sa queue kasi parang gusto nating ilagay sa pinakaunahan yung pinaka-severe. And the rest na hindi naman medyo severe dun sa mga bandang likod. Para may priority. Now, moving on, gumamit tayong hash map para sa unit tracking system. Ang purpose para mabilis yung pag-lookup sa mga units, sa mga vehicles. Meron din tong collision handling na tawag ay linear probing para hindi magka-collision kapag magkaparehas ng hash sa array. Now, moving on, meron din tayong weighted graph or ito yung city graph natin. So, itong mga number na to, ito yung mga vertex or locations, tapos itong edges. Tapos since weighted sila, so meron silang travel time or distance. So, in our case, yun ay distance. Lastly, para mahanap yung pinaka shortest path from point A to point B, gumamit tayo ng Dijkstra's algorithm. So, ang ginagawa nitong Dijkstra's algorithm na to na hinahanap lang yung pinaka shortest path. So, efficient siya para dito sa problem na to. So, yun lamang, moving on na tayo sa code.
To start, ipapakita ko muna yung main.java, which is the entry point ng system namin. Dito sa main.java, ginagawa natin ang initialization ng lahat ng modules. Sa Emergency Binary Search Tree Service, ito yung para sa priority ng queue ng emergencies. Sa Unit Map Service IMPL at Unit Map naman ay para sa storage ng emergency units. Sa City Graph at Graph Service IMPL, para siya sa city map at path computation. Sa Summary Report Manager naman ay para sa live statistics. Dispatch Engine IMPL ay para sa core dispatch workflow. Sa Graph Visualizer naman ay para i-render ang city map sa console. Pagkatapos ng initialization, binibuild na namin yung city graph at nag-add na rin kami ng nodes at edges para ipakita ang streets at zones. At nag-seed ng initial units gaya ng fire, medical at police. Finally, pinarun namin ang simulation, generate emergencies, run once, at run batch 3 para ma-process ang lahat ng emergency scenarios.
So, greetings everyone. My name is Desiree Morasa, and moving forward, ipapaliwanag ko ang Unit Map Service IMPL.java or the Unit Map Service Implementation.java classes na kung saan ito ay under ng package na service. So, ito pupunta natin yung class na yon. So, ito siya. So, Unit Map Service Implementation. So, this class, it uses a custom hash. Ito siya. It uses a custom hash map na kung saan it open addressing to store units. And for this class, hindi kami gumamit ng java.util or wala kayong makikita dito na import na java.util dahil lahat ng keys and values ay nasa fixed size arrays at may hash na dito and meron tayong find slot na functions para naman sa efficient lookup. So, dito sa class na to, meron tayong 4 na methods. Para sa 4 na methods na yon, meron tayong ito. Meron tayong put string key unit value, get string key, update status, string ID, string new status, and itong find nearest available string type, string emergency, lock or location, graph service implementation, graph service. So, isa-isay natin siya, no? Dito muna tayo dito sa itong part. So, ano nga bang ginagawa nitong method nito? So, itong put string key unit value na method, dito nag-a-add ng unit sa map at nagre-resize kung kinakailangan. So, dito naman sa next method, yung get string key, itong method na to, siya naman yung nagre-retrieve ng unit by ID. So, and this one, yung update status, string ID, string new status, although may comment naman na, explain ko pa rin dahil itong update status, it simply updates lang naman yung unit status natin. Like for example, the available BC or pwede ring deployed, ganun. So, for the last method na discuss natin is this one. Ito. Find nearest available string type, string emergency lock, graph service implementation, and graph service. So, for this method naman, it computes the nearest available unit para sa given emergency type using graph distance. So, in short, this class, the unit map service IMPL or implementation is the unit manager natin and it keeps track para sa lahat ng units and in-ensure niya yung quick access natin pagdating sa dispatching ng mga emergency.
In Summary Report Manager.java, the module responsible for live reporting. Here nagtatrack kami ng total emergencies registered, total dispatches and completions, sum of path cost, use as proxy for response time, and units utilized. Methods like record dispatch, record completion, and record registration update stats whenever an emergency is registered or a dispatch happens. Finally, printf summary prints a summary table showing registered emergencies, dispatch counts, average response cost, at units currently deployed para ng real-time dashboard.
So, ayan. Next, punta naman tayo sa simulationcontroller.java. Ito basically yung nag-manage ng buong emergency workflow. Kumbaga, para siya talaga yung conductor ng simulation. Siya yung nagdadirect ng kung anong mangyayari at kung kailan yun. Dito umiikot yung workflow ng system kasi siya yung tumatawag sa importanteng functions. So, una, punta tayo dito sa generate emergencies. So, dito siya gumagawa ng sample emergencies na may iba-ibang severity. Tapos, nilalagay niya lahat yan sa BST. Tapos, meron din tayong run once, yan. Dito naman, ina-identify niya yung highest priority emergency. Dinedispatch niya yung tamang unit. Pinapakita niya yung updated na map. Tapos, ina-update yung summary ng operations. Tapos, dito sa, run batch. So, kung gusto naman natin ng sunod-sunod na processing, meron tayong run batch in count. So, parang, okay, process mo tong ilang emergencies na to, back to back. And then, siya na yung bahala doon. So, overall, si simulation controller, yun yung nagko-connect sa lahat. BST, units, graph, reporting, para, syempre, para smooth at tuloy-tuloy yung takbo ng simulation.
GraphVisualizer.java. Next, GraphVisualizer.java console visualization handles. Render map prints the city nodes and edges in ASCII format showing the map of each queue and zone. Highlight route, path, result, path, display active route, dispatch unit showing nodes and travel costs. This helps users visually understand the flow and routes kahit nasa dispatch console na.
App service implement .java pathfinding. Let's discuss the module. For this class implements custom vectors algorithm without using java.util key points. Shortest path, string start name, string end name. Computes the minimum cost path between two nodes. Returns path result which contains node and total cost. Ito yung ginagamit ng dispatch engine to determine the fastest route for emergency units.
So next up is emergency BST service.java, which manage the priority queue of emergencies. Using a custom BST or emergency BST, we have insert adds a new emergency based on severity. Second is pick highest priority, which returns the most urgent emergency. Lastly, removes a resolved emergency. This ensures that higher severity emergencies are handled first, while tire braking by creation timestamp.
Now, the core of the system, which is the dispatch engine IMPL. This class integrates BST units, graph, and reporting summary to execute the dispatch emergency. Here's the key workflow. Starting with the famous urgent method, dito na inahanap yung pinaka-highest priority na emergency. Then find nearest responder, dito kinuha yung nearest available na unit. Shortest path, dito naman kinakalculate yung pinaka-shortest possible na pwedeng daanan ng unit para makapunta dun sa destination na emergency. Then next, update naman sa unit at sa location. Updating it to deployed, as you can see here. Then, pag-record naman ng metrics sa report manager. Next, pag-display naman ng ASCII and the summary of the dispatch. Then lastly, the complete dispatch, dito minamark na na-resolve na yung isang emergency at papalitan na yung status ng unit from deployed to available na again. Basically, ito yung brain ng emergency dispatch. Coordination, everything end-to-end.
Okay, so let's now go to the entities for units. Sa unit.java, dinedefine niyo yung attributes like ID, type, location, status, and last dispatch timestamp. Unit map.java is the custom map storing all units using arrays, serving as the backend storage for unit map service IMPL. Together, they form the foundation for managing emergency units efficiently.
Next is the emergency entity NBST. Emergency.java contains type, severity, location, timestamp, and creation time. Emergency BST.java is a custom binary search tree that organizes emergencies by severity and timestamp, forming the priority queue. This allows our dispatch engine to always fetch the most urgent emergencies in time.
Next is punta naman tayo sa dispatch result at path result. So, ito yung path result. There. So, sa muna? Sa dispatch result. Dito. Yan. So, dito sa dispatch result, siya yung nag-organize or parang organizer ng buong operation. Nandun yung pinaka-info kung ano yung emergencies, yung na-handle, sinong unit yung pinadala, at ano yung path na dinaanan, anong oras umalis at dumating. Tapos, titignan natin kung successful yung response, ganon. So, ayan. As you can see, it falls. So, hindi siya nag-success. Yun yung pinaka-ano natin. Since sipat result naman, eto, yan. So, sipat result naman, simple lang siya. Ginagawa lang siyang listahan ng mga nodes na dinaanan at yung total cost ng travel. Tapos, yan, yung describe methods nila, yun yung ginagawa nilang readable para mas maging mas maayos tignan yung output sa console. Parang, oh, ito yung nangyari. Ito yung details, ganun. So, overall, sila yung nag-a-assure na ang kada dispatch is klaro at madaling intindihin ng summary. Yun lang.
So for this part, ang tatalakayin natin is yung program demo, and after that is yung conclusion naman ng journey namin sa paggawa ng system. And as dito sa system natin, since hindi siya user input, ang makikita lang natin na output as we run the program ay ang real-time summary reporting, na kung saan it provides the in-memory statistics. So, dito sa part na to, which is yung generating emergency reports, specifically the emergency registration. And this line shows every new emergency being added into the system. And each one displays the type, severity, location, and yung time. And yung purpose nitong emergency registration na to is para yung way siya ng system this is the system way of logging and storing for all incoming emergencies for later dispatch, no? And next one is the BST current queue in order traversal. BST stands for binary search tree. And as shown in this part, ito yung part ng system na kung saan nililist niya yung emergency in sorted order nga, usually by priority or severity. Ang purpose naman nitong part is to help determine kung saang emergency dapat i-handle o unahin dapat na i-handle, no? And for the next part is the city graph ASCII. So ditong part naman, dinidisplay yung city as nodes. Makikita natin dito yung HQ, 01, 03, and so on and so forth. Connected sila by paths with travel costs. Ang purpose naman nitong part is to use to compute the shortest route when dispatching the units. And under netong running single dispatch cycle, napakita dito yung emergency currently being processed. Di-display din nitong part na to yung unit, kung saang unit naka-assigned and anong path mapupunta ito. And after nun, the emergency is resolved and the unit becomes available again. And yung purpose nito is to demonstrate one full dispatch and completion process. And ito next part, live summary. Itong part na to, pinapakita dito yung totals, kagaya ng emergency registered, dispatches, completions, units utilized, and the average response cost. Yung purpose nitong live summary na to is para lang mabigyan tayo ng quick look at the system's performance so far, no? And as for the batch dispatch cycles, we have 3 cycles. This cycle 1, cycle 2, and then the cycle 3. So for this part, the system automatically handles multiple emergencies in order, which is shown na nga sa cycle, sa tatlong cycle. And for each cycle, it assigns the unit, calculates the path, and resolves the emergencies. For these dispatch cycles, ang purpose nito is to allow automatic and multiple dispatches without manual triggering. And as for the final summary after batch, it provides naman the updated totals after all emergencies are handled. And ang purpose nito is para makita ng system's overall results after ng completing the entire queue. So, to sum up, yung emergency dispatch system namin is applies custom data structures and graph algorithms to simulate the emergency response efficiently. And as for our system, we had entities. Makita natin dito sa left side ko. The entities, the service, and the main simulation controller, visualizer, and sa summary report manager. Yung mga part na binanggit ko kanina, gaya ng entities, yung entities, siya yung nag-handle ng data such as units and emergencies. As for the services naman, siya naman yung nag-handle ng logic, kagaya ng binary search tree, map, graph, and also yung dispatch. And for the main and simulation controller naman, sila naman yung nagko-coordinate ng simulation natin. And for the visualizer and report manager, sila naman yung nagpo-provide ng live na feedback. And through this project, we learned how to implement binary search tree or BST and hash map from scratch. We also learned to use the graphs for shortest path computations. Also, we learned how to connect multiple modules to create a real-time simulation. And that concludes our presentation, and thank you for listening.